Nikola and Jamal Murray are one of the most elite and lethal two-man game combos in the NBA. A lot of guys play with each other. I think those two guys play for each other and off of each other, and they read each other so well.
They're easily, actually, the best duo in the game. And this isn't about 2K ratings or one-on-one bucket getters or aggregate stats totaling, total points between your two best players. This is about how they affect the game of basketball, which is a team sport. And to use an Aaron Rodgers word, there's synchronicity on the basketball court. There's a connectivity. There's an intuitiveness to how they play basketball. Everybody on this team gets to eat, and that's why they're the best duo, because they impact the game not just with their scoring, their passing, their playmaking. Everybody on the Denver Nuggets relies on these two guys and this duo.
Throughout the 77-year history of the NBA, we've witnessed some of the greatest tandems to ever grace the hardwood. From Jerry West, Wilt Chamberlain, Bird and McHale, Magic and Kareem, Pippen and Jordan, to Kobe and Shaq. Sure, those are some pretty legendary duos. However, we've never seen anything quite like the unique 1-2 punch of Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. I mean, they were the first duo in league history to register a triple-double in the same game. And what's wild about this is that they did it under the bright lights on the biggest stage of them all. Jokic and Murray are just in a different stratosphere right now with the way they played in the NBA Finals. And heck, even Spo had nothing to say but all praise to this dynamic duo.
It's a great duo. But their games really complement each other. You have one guy that's really can score in a lot of different ways. Another guy who's setting great screens or handoffs, and then if a ball gets back to him, he can get a bunch of people involved.
As Coach Spo said, what makes their partnership so unique and special is that both of them complement each other with such synchronicity and fluidity. See, you got a 280-pound unicorn, elite facilitator that can also be a huge problem down low. And then you also have to deal with a 3-level scorer on one end who can easily light up the scoreboard at any given moment. Like, how on earth are you going to stop that kind of duo? I mean, if you watched all their games in the playoffs, you would notice that their two-man game is just unstoppable, to the point that it's kinda unfair already. Look, just observe how easy it is to score whenever these two do their thing. First, Jokic sets a blind pick to free up Murray, and since Jokic covers a lot of space, it forces Bam Adebayo to show up, cause Jimmy Butler got caught in the huge screen. With two men on him, Murray easily finds Jokic for a wide-open gimme, as if he was just doing a shooting drill in practice. Now, here's the same play, but with a little bit of a twist in the end. Once again, Murray cut the corner and drove inside to draw the big man on him. But instead of diving straight to the paint, Jokic pops out at the top of the key. I mean, look at the airspace that Murray created with that simple action. And as Denver's leading three-point shooter in the finals, Jokic just let it fly and made the Heat pay for not closing out on him. As good as he is on the scoring end, Murray surprised everyone as he transformed into an underrated facilitator in these playoffs. And just recently, he made history yet again by being the first player in NBA history to have at least 10+ assists in his first 4 NBA Finals games. With this newly found skill added on top of his elite scoring, this duo just became more unpredictable, since the defense will have a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next, cause now both of them are capable passers that can score as well. Anyways, because of Jokic's unique ability to deal damage from inside and out, the Heat's defense would sometimes switch it up and deny him the ball. Now, when this happens, Murray will switch gears by being more aggressive to confuse the defense and make them second guess in every possession. See, in this handoff action, Murray used Jokic like a shield to get the opening that he wanted, and when no one picked him up, Jamal just went to his sweet spot and made the easy elbow jumper. Now, earlier, you saw Jokic make the 3 on the pop. With that in mind, Murray forced Bam to make a tough decision this time around. I mean, Bam was like, should I go out and cover Jokic, or should I stay and help out on Murray? Well, in the end, Bam wasn't able to react on time, since he didn't know what to do, and this slight delay cost them an end-one opportunity. As you can see in the previous clips, the two-man game between Jokic and Murray works as a pick-your-poison kind of thing, since both of them can do multiple things on the fly with little to no weakness at all. I mean, the only thing that you can do in this situation is to defend hard and just pray that they'll miss whatever shots they'll be putting up. Anyways, if the defense failed to cover them both, then these two will surely go for the kill without second thoughts. See, here's Murray engaging in a side pick and roll with the Joker. With the defense getting late on the rotation, Murray easily finds Jokic on the roll, and when he's that deep, there's no way you can stop this big dude, even if you put 3 defenders on him. Now, there are instances where the defense has successfully stopped their two-man game, just like in this action. However, since Jokic is a top-tier playmaker, he can easily make a fool out of the defense by making ridiculous dimes such as this one. Based on my keen observation in these playoffs, no one has been able to stop this lethal combo of Murray and Jokic. Not even the most elaborate defensive schemes, nor against elite individual defenders. What really amazes me about this tandem is that even though their roles are completely reversed, these two can still brew their magic with such efficiency and ease. I mean, the Joker is a pass-first big man that sets up the table for his teammates. On the other hand, Murray is a walking bucket playing at the point guard spot. But in the same regard, Jokic can score the leather as well as Jamal if he wants to. And as you saw earlier, Murray has just unlocked his playmaker badge in these playoffs, and this will only make him a more dynamic two-way guard since he can now both pass and shoot at the same time. My point here is that both Jokic and Murray are not fixed within their respective roles, but rather the roles of these two are interchangeable, and they can just simply switch gears on the fly, depending on the situation that they're in. And I think this is the part of their game that makes them extremely lethal and unstoppable. In short, they don't just coexist. I mean, it's not a your turn, my turn kind of thing with Jokic and Murray, but instead, these two work as a cohesive unit, as if the other can't function without the other. In the finals, Jokic averages 30.8 points, 13.5 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, and 1.5 blocks, while Murray averages 23.3 points, 10.5 assists, and 5.8 rebounds. And from the looks of things, there's no stopping these two in starting their own dynasty. Anyways, the secret formula behind the success of this duo lies with their strong bond, which they've built over the years, and in an interview, Murray shared how his deep connection with Jokic has affected him both on and off the court.
I'd say it's a trust and a feel. It's the best way for me to put it. It's not really X's and O's. It's just reading the game and trust that the other's going to make the right play. You know, if he throws it to me, he knows and expects what to see from me, and he knows the mood I'm in, the intensity I'm playing with, whether it's low or high, time and score, and vice versa. You know, I know when he's overpassing, I know when he's looking to score, I know when he's the best player on the floor, I know when he's taking a second to get into the game. I think it's just a feel and a trust that we're going to figure it out, and it's a lot of unselfishness, like I keep bringing that up. It's free flowing. If something's there, we go. If it's not, we don't force it.